What's up? We are here again. Another great episode of Digital Mindset. I am your host, Chris Paulino. Check me out on Twitter. You see me right there at Chris Paulino1. So make sure you go tweet me. Throw the hashtag up, Digital Mindset. Ask your questions and join us so that we can talk about how you can increase your business in today's digital age using the internet. So today's show, what I wanted to talk about, my partner Vanessa is out. Her sister just had a baby, so congratulations to Vanessa's family. That's some exciting stuff. So you got just me today. I don't know if you're excited about that. I'm pretty excited about it. But today we're going to talk about using the internet and how to increase your cash flow for your business. So time and time again, you will hear many entrepreneurs, many successful people tell you that the best, or I guess the biggest issues you have as a business owner in today's digital age and relatively throughout history of business is first, your first problem is getting attention from the marketplace. So you could have the best product or service. I'm sure you've heard this before. You could have the best product or service out there, but if no one knows it, no one hears about it, no one knows where to find you, then who gives a shit, right? No one's going to buy it. No one can find your service. So you have to get attention. There's been many of businesses, many of amazing products that have died in the past and even are dying today because they're not getting the attention of the marketplace. So first issue with increasing your cash flow for your business is increasing your attention, right? We got to get in front of more customers. We have to get in front of more prospects. Maybe we have to have more people see our website or watch our YouTube video or whatever the case is. Perfect example of a company that went out there and got a shit ton of attention and then blew up for it. I believe I've brought this up before, but if you look at Dollar Shave Club, go look at the first commercial they put out there that made the Dollar Shave Club go viral and has helped build it into what it is today. Created a quick 1-minute video, put, I want to say $4,500 of a marketing spend behind that specific video, and boom, threw it up online. The thing goes viral. They get 20,000 plus orders, if I'm not mistaken, on the same day they promoted that video, and boom, got more attention, increased the orders, and now everybody, or a lot of people, know about Dollar Shave Club. So you got to get the attention. You got to find out how to get the attention. So if you're a dealership, if you're a real estate agent, what are you doing differently that we haven't been doing for the last 5, 10, 15 years to get that attention? What are you doing differently? Are you still setting up the billboard, selling out paper mailers to everybody in the community, putting your ad in the Golden Clipper every week? Are you still doing those things? Because if so, that's not getting attention of your customers, of your prospects. Your customers are online. If you look at everybody is raving about how much, how everybody's just staring at their cell phones. Nobody interacts with anybody anymore. Oh my gosh, they're so worried about what's on their cell phone, what's on the internet. Nobody knows how to have a conversation with anyone anymore because, oh my gosh, our noses, our eyes, our faces are just dug into our cell phones. Any of you heard that? Any of you heard that out there? I know that you have. I know that you have. And the reason people are stuck in their cell phones is because this is the new age. This is the age that we live in. We are in a digital age. People have everything. You can do anything on a cell phone that you can possibly do, and people love it. That's the way they connect. That's the way they find their products. That's what they do in their off time. That's how they educate themselves using videos and YouTube and things like that. That is where your customer is, on their cell phone. So what that means is if you're not marketing to cell phones, to Facebook ads, if you're not marketing on LinkedIn, if you don't have videos on YouTube, there's many different ways to get attention in today's digital age. And if you're not using those means, you're still using paper mailers and billboards and radio ads and TV commercials, you're behind the curve. People are watching TV from their cell phone, from their computer, from their iPad and their laptops and their tablets. So that's where you need to be. Get your customers and get your market's attention in the place that they are at. They're not looking at their mail every day. They're on their cell phone. They're on social media. So get their attention on those places. Dealerships, some different ways as a salesperson, you can go out there and you can get attention and you can use some of the means you have today. Pull out your cell phone. You can go right on Facebook Live. Let's say I'm a RV salesperson, I'm a car salesperson, I'm a realtor. I can pull out my cell phone, do a quick Facebook Live, and I can walk around my units, my products, or I'm at an open house as a real estate agent. I can put the open house on the internet using Facebook Live, grabbing a lot of attention. You can, talk to your people. Hey, check out this house we're in. This is a beautiful house. We're in the dining room. Look how huge this dining room is. And it's got tons of room for you and your family. So you'll have great dinners here, great holidays. And you can do this all from a Facebook Live. Maybe somebody that never knew that your open house was going on today is watching it from home, and they just so happen to be looking for a new house that is, or maybe isn't even like yours. Maybe they said, hey, I seen you doing Facebook Live. I've been looking for a realtor. Thought you did a great job on the video. The house, didn't really like the house you were showing, but nonetheless, I'd love to work with you and let you help me find a house. Scenarios like that happen all the time just by putting a quick video up online, showing people what you do, and then grabbing their attention using these new digital means. And the great thing is, if you're a real estate agent, if you're a salesperson, you can do this for free. It doesn't cost you any money to pull your cell phone out, to start a Facebook Live. It doesn't cost you any money to do any of that. So this is just stuff that you can do as a salesperson of your business to generate your own leads. Okay? And that's kind of one of the things I wanted to address. I think there's a lot of salespeople out there that do not generate their own leads. Okay, so they're going to sit there, they're going to wait for their dealership, for their business, for their company to bring customers in through the doors to get more leads for their sales team using the internet. And what do the salespeople do? Some of them, not the good ones, they sit at their desk, they wait, look at the watch, they scroll Facebook. I can't tell you how many times I've been and worked at a dealership and my fellow salespeople, instead of following up with leads or creating new business or scrolling their Facebook timeline, scrolling Facebook when they should be working, customers are there too, doing the same thing at their job, sitting at their doctor's office looking at Facebook all day long, hopefully looking at your ads if you got some up there. But that's one of the things, you salespeople, if you find yourself sitting at your desk, not doing anything, not following up with any leads, pull out your cell phone, jump on Facebook, do a Facebook Live and some walkarounds of a couple products that are on your lot, and see if it doesn't bring you a lead. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. But if you're not doing it, you're never going to get a lead from it. You're just going to sit there waiting at your desk for your dealership to get you leads, and then you're going to try and sell them or whatever. But the fact is by getting yourself more quality leads, you're going to sell more units. So if you're sitting at work, you're there to work, you're there to lead generate, you're there to sell some units. If you don't have anybody to follow up with, use these digital means to try and get yourself a lead. Again, go on Facebook, do a walk around, do a video walkthrough on YouTube. For example, when I was working at an RV dealership, I shot a video on YouTube on how to buy used RVs. Has well over 100,000 views on it. It's brought a lot of traffic to my dealership's website, and in turn has brought some leads into the dealership just by a free YouTube video that I shot, I put up there, and I shared my information and brought value to my customers, and they loved me for it. They loved, so that's that right there. If you're a car dealer, put a video on YouTube, how to buy a used car, right? Now you got 100,000 views on that vehicle. People see you as a salesperson that's honest, open, and sharing techniques. And now maybe they're going to reach out to you and, hey, obviously you're an upfront salesperson. I'm looking for a used car. Can you help me find the used car that's not going to jam me? And a lot of people will respect that. But if you're not using these digital means and getting your own leads, you're just sitting there wasting your time. So to increase your cash flow, get your sales team doing these. You have 5 salespeople. If you have 5 different salespeople all using Facebook Live, all showing your customers different products on their different excuse me, on their Facebooks and things like that, and that's just adding more attention from the marketplace. If you see them sitting at their desk not following up with leads, say, hey, go outside, get your ass on Facebook Live, and try and get some people in the doors. Salespeople out there, you got to remember that lead generation is your job as well. It's not your company's job to get you all of your leads, even though it is their job to get you leads. It's not only their job, okay? You could put your units up on Craigslist, connected with your phone number, with your email. That's another way to generate more leads as a salesperson. So you're sitting at your desk, you work at a used car lot, you have nothing to do, you pick 10 of your best units that you think will sell on Craigslist, or you throw them all up there if you're feeling real froggy. That's probably the best thing to do. But if you just pick 10 units, throw them up on Craigslist and see if you can start getting some leads from Craigslist, generating them yourself. So if you're a salesperson, you're already getting leads from your dealership, you're already getting call-in leads, you're getting walk-in leads. Now you're adding yourself Craigslist leads, Facebook Live leads, YouTube leads, and now you have a lot of prospects and customers that you can follow up with, and now we're increasing the cash flow, right? So that's what it's about. I found 2 of the best ways as a business to increase cash flow is simply by 1, increasing the amount of relevant leads you're getting for your business. So increasing the attention your business is getting in the marketplace. And then the second best way to do it is to have a killer sales team that trains, that follows up with your prospects, that knows how to ask questions and learns your customers so that they can fit them or give them the right products and put them in what they're looking for. Right? So those are the 2 ways you're going to increase your cash flow is 1, get more attention from the marketplace, and 2, don't have a shitty sales team. I can't tell you how many people out there right now have a sales team and sales managers aren't following up with their sales team. So what I mean by this is, Johnny got 5 internet leads today. The sales manager should be saying, hey, Johnny, did you call Jim? Did you call these 5 leads? Did you text them? Did you email them? What's up with these 5 leads? Did you put notes in your CRM for these leads? Which you should be. If you're not putting notes in your CRM, you're making a huge mistake. But as a sales manager, you got to go back to your sales team and say, hey, what's up with these 5 leads today? To all 5 of your salespeople, hey, what's up with these internet leads? Because I've seen that that's the biggest mistake from a sales manager's standpoint is they're not holding their sales team accountable to follow up with these leads and to get them in the doors and to close them. Okay, if somebody gives you an internet lead today and you shoot them an automatic email and then you call them and leave them a voicemail and you never follow up with them ever again, the likelihood they're going to purchase that product from you is pretty low. I mean, you got to follow up with people 5, 8, 12 different times to try to get them in to set the appointment and then show them, walk them through your product, and then take them through the sales part. But if you don't do the follow-up in the beginning and you never get them in the doors, you're not going to increase that cash flow, right? So again, that's why I say we increase the attention, we increase the internet leads, because the more internet leads, the more attention we are getting as a business, as a dealership, as a brokerage will entail turn to more leads. And when you get more internet leads and more prospects, your sales team has more customers, more relevant prospects that they can follow up with and turn into new business. And that's the biggest thing. And yeah, there's a lot of people that will tell you cash flow is king. I'm sure you've heard it before. No business can survive without cash flow. And if you're not getting attention from the market, you're never going to be able to increase your cash flow. Now on the flip side, let's say you're not getting attention in the marketplace and you have a sales team that's not very good at selling your products. Wow, you're going to be going backwards, right? So very important. You got to make sure you have a solid sales team. You got to make sure you're training your sales team. There's more digital resources out there than ever to train your salespeople. There's videos all over the internet where your salespeople can watch and listen and learn from to be able to close more deals, and they got to be training. That's the biggest thing. I find salespeople get really complacent. They just sit back, wait for leads, never train on how to get better at closing the leads, and then it's just, in the military we say complacency kills, right? Because that's exactly what happens. Once you get complacent, once you stop growing, now all of a sudden, I'm selling 10 cars a month. I'm super excited about these 10 cars a month. This is what I'm used to. I adjusted my life so that I live off of 10 cars a month, and now I'm stuck at your dealership selling 10 cars a month for the next 20 years because I'm complacent, and then also because I don't have sales managers or GMs following up with me to make sure that I'm consistently getting better, I'm following up with leads, and I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to do. If you get an internet lead, you need to be following up. My follow-up process, you get an internet lead, call them within the first 5 minutes. You don't get an answer, you leave a voicemail. As soon as that voicemail is over, let's say this is a dealership and they inquired about your Camry hybrid, I'm going to go out to that Camry hybrid stock number 1234. I'm going to take out myself and I'm going to shoot a personalized video of that vehicle. Hey Johnny, thanks for looking at the Camry hybrid. This is what it looks like in person. Oh man, we got tons of room in the front seat for you and your family. It's got a ton of trunk space. It's got this, it's got that. It's a beautiful color. Let me know if you can come in and take a look at this vehicle today because we only got 3 left. See ya. Boom. Text that to them, send it to them. They'll love the fact that they see your face, that you sent them a personalized video that's not a stock video, that's not everywhere on the internet, and who knows? They might text you back and say, hey, love that car. I want to come in and take a look at it later today around 5 o'clock. Or hey, love the car, thanks for sending the video, but I think we've decided that we're looking at SUVs. What do you have in SUVs? Oh, let me send you a video on a good SUV. What are you looking for? What kind of SUV? Now you go into your qualifying questions and all that stuff. Today's not an episode about sales, so we won't get into that. But you have to make sure you're following up with these internet leads to increase that cash flow. Again, the best ways to increase the cash flow for your business, get more attention, increase your leads, increase the amount of salespeople your prospects are talking to, and then number 2, have a good sales team that is closing the deals, following up with your prospects, following up with your leads, and making sure that they don't fall through the cracks. It can get very easy in today's digital age when you have 500 leads today and you got 5 salesmen and they all gotta reach out to these people. It gets to a point where salespeople can somewhat cherry pick the leads, call who they want, call who they don't want, and that is why as sales managers and as GMs you have to hold your sales teams accountable for these leads. You get them these leads, don't let them just throw them to the wayside, call them tire kickers, oh, they're not buyers, oh, they're buying next year. You hear all these excuses from salesmen all the time. Don't listen to these excuses. These excuses are bad salespeople trying to justify why they're not following up with their customers, why they're not closing more deals, why they're not setting more appointments. Those are the types of salespeople that will tell you these are tire kickers. These people aren't buying. They're buying next year. So don't listen to that. Hold them accountable. Look at their notes inside of the CRM and say, oh, you called them 1 time in the last 10 days. How do you know? Oh, I called them 10 times. Why didn't you save the notes in the CRM? Hold your sales team accountable because that is one way you're going to increase that cash flow, because when you pay more attention to the leads you're getting and make sure your sales team's following up the proper way, you're automatically going to increase your sales, because I'm telling you right now, your sales team is not following up with your internet leads the way that they should be. They need to contact them 8 times before they even expect them to pick up the phone. If they're not doing that, big mistake. There's been studies that have said that people will buy a similar product to the one that they put a lead in on within the next 16 months. So that means your follow-up process has to be 1.5 years if you're going to get some of these people to come buy a vehicle from you. And your salespeople have to be ready to follow up for 1.5 years to get that lead into the doors and get that business. So again, cash flow is king for any business out there. And if you're not getting attention from the marketplace, if you're not having salespeople that follow up with your internet leads, that make sure that these people are getting appointments set and coming into the dealership, and if you don't have a sales manager or GM that is monitoring your internet leads and make sure your sales team is following up with them and keeping them accountable for these internet leads, then you're missing out on a lot of money. And just by making these few small tweaks, this isn't something that's got to be a huge deal. Okay, by paying more attention to your internet leads and setting a process with the sales manager to check with the sales team on how they follow up with these internet leads, that's a very easy process. It's a process that won't cost you really any money, but it's a process that if you do it right and you make sure your sales team's following up, that could marginally increase the amount of income and the kind of cash flow you're bringing into your business because you're just running more efficient. You're not letting, things fall through the cracks. You're not, forgetting about customers that were true buyers, but the salesperson told you he was a tire kicker. Usually this is just a random thought. Usually the people your salespeople tell you are tire kickers, those are the buyers. Those are the buyers. Salespeople are somewhat lazy in a sense. A lot of them, some of them are good, some of them aren't. But sometimes salespeople are lazy. What they want is the knockdown sale, the one that comes up to you and says, hey, I'm buying this Camry, write the paperwork, I'll sign it right now. Those are the customers that a lot of salespeople want. And the fact is that's your customer 1 out of every 100 customers. Okay? If you're in sales, you're a good salesperson, you know that, right? So make sure if you're running a sales team out there and you're getting your team internet leads, make sure you hold them accountable for following up, setting the appointment, getting the customers in, and just doing that. Because if you do, again, you're going to increase your cash flow, and that is the most important thing for your business. So, what's up, Instagram? Appreciate you, Jake. So again, I can't stress it enough, okay? So if you are a salesperson out there, what are some ways you can increase your internet leads? Again, put your units on Craigslist. Create walkthrough videos on YouTube, okay, of you walking your products or walking your customers through products, okay? Create a landing page for yourself, right? Send Facebook traffic to your own landing page. Chris@sellscars.com. They come to your landing page. It's you. You sell cars. You can capture their name, their email address, their phone number right from your website. You open a $100 ad spend on Facebook, and you send your own traffic back to your own website and capture leads that way. Very strong stuff. Not a lot of salespeople do. Actually, few salespeople do that. They're always looking towards the dealerships, towards their companies to get them these quality leads instead of trying to get some themselves. Excuse me. You can go on LinkedIn. Post on LinkedIn, share content on LinkedIn, try and find leads that way, right? Write articles on LinkedIn. There's plenty of ways that you can use digital means and digital marketing to increase the amount of leads you're getting as a salesperson. Okay, so that's really the biggest thing I wanted to talk about today was, increasing that attention that you're getting as a business owner, as a dealership, whatever the case is, turning that attention into more internet leads, and then using a solid sales team that's trained on closing your customers and your prospects to close more of those internet leads, and boom, we're increasing the cash flow. So it seems, like a pretty easy process, you would think, but, at the end of the day, cash flow is king, and that's what's going to keep you and your business around. So pay attention to these. Make small tweaks. Minor adjustments in these areas that I'm talking about can mean incremental gains. If you tweak these and you sell 5 more vehicles this month, who knows? That could be $5, $10, $20,000 more dollars. Who knows? Probably not 20 if it's only 10 cars. Well, actually, it probably would be 20 grand. That's a lot of money. In a year, that's $240,000 you just added to your bottom line by simply fixing your processes and getting more efficient with your salespeople and your internet lead generation, getting more efficient on grabbing your attention, and get more efficient on closing them leads. So that's all I got for you today on Digital Mindset. Again, go check the hashtag hashtag digital mindset. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You see the links down here at the bottom, the YouTube. You see the Instagram, or I'm sorry, not the Instagram. You see the website. So jump on the website, subscribe to the YouTube channels, ask your questions at hashtag digital mindset. Tweet me right here at Chris Paulino1. And yeah, I mean, I can help you with your digital, all your digital means, help you get more attention in the marketplace, and hopefully help you increase your business. So keep coming back. We're going to continue to drop some digital knowledge for you guys out there. Again, Digital Mindset, Chris with Infinite Media Resources. I'm signing off for tonight. Go sign up with that YouTube channel. Go subscribe, because if you don't, you're missing out.